I'm going to do an episode now, which I'm going to call the 5 levels of AI mastery. Came up with this idea when thinking about how I've progressed personally from the days of using Google to the days of using AI, and wanted to create a practical roadmap for creators like myself, professionals, and curious learners to adopt AI as a creative partner. And the journey that I've taken through AI mastery is as follows, each building on the last. Kind of think of it as a series of levels, almost like a game. The first one, in my mind, begins with curiosity. You're discovering the AI basic capabilities. And then the next level is what I'll call the task helper, which is using AI for specific practical tasks. We'll go over that in a little bit more detail. Next level is having AI become a creative partner, collaborating with AI on content and ideas. And then the next level is workflow builder, integrating AI into your entire process. And then agent mode, or using agents or co-pilots to delegate full tasks to these AI assistants. By the end of this presentation, which by the way I'm going to include in the show notes, you'll understand how to progress from AI beginner to having your own transformation or ways of using AI, in a productive way and getting value out of it instead of it just being a kind of a cool thing or an interesting thing. So level 1, curiosity. This is where everyone begins with their AI journey. Simple exploration with no pressure. You are asking basic questions like, what's the capital of Peru or Portugal or whatever. Testing out simple prompts to see what the AI can generate, and then playing with creative requests like write a haiku about coffee, exploring without any specific goal in mind. Think of this stage as dipping your toes in the water. You're developing an intuition for what's possible without any significant investment of time or effort. Level 2, task helper. Here, you're doing stuff like condensing articles, research papers, or long emails into digestible summaries that capture key points. Editing text, you can clean up paragraphs, fix grammar, adjust tone, or just simplify complex language, which I still do a lot, and it's been incredibly helpful to me. Generation of ideas, coming up with quick brainstorms for social media posts, blog topics, or project names. Incredibly helpful, easy to do. And at this level, you're using AI strategically for specific tasks that save you time. You're not yet building full workflows, but you're getting comfortable with AI as a practical assistant for discrete jobs. Moving on to level 3, a creative partner. At level 3, you're actively collaborating with AI on a more complex level to do creative projects. This partnership can involve co-creating content, working together with AI to draft articles, scripts, marketing copy, with you providing the direction and the AI offering the variations. Structured brainstorming, using AI to explore multiple angles of concepts, developing outlines for podcasts like this one, videos like my YouTube videos, or presentations like my Gamma presentations like this one that will become an attachment to this podcast. And then iterative development, which is something that I think comes with time and practice, which is refining ideas through multiple back and forth exchanges, each time getting closer to your vision. And that's an iterative, conversational dialogue that you learn to develop with the AI, almost like you're talking to a person, but you're actually talking to an artificial intelligence. You're no longer just asking for one-off tasks. You're engaged in an ongoing creative dialogue where both your expertise and the AI's capabilities start to shine. Moving on to level 4, workflow builder. By level 4, you're integrating AI throughout your entire creation process, building automated systems that dramatically boost your productivity. Taking concept and research, and then AI generates the topic ideas and gathers relevant research materials. You take the initial draft, then creates first drafts based on your specifications and your gathered materials, and that starts to become an iterative process. And you start to refine, you provide feedback, and AI makes targeted improvements. And then production and distribution. AI helps format, optimize, and prepare whatever it is your content is for publishing across whatever channels you've chosen. Could be multiple channels. And this level requires deeper knowledge of prompt engineering and possibly connecting multiple AI tools. But the payoff is a scalable system that multiplies your output. And then level 5, agent mode and co-pilots, which is where I've recently arrived and where things really get to be interesting and fun. And this is the pinnacle of currently AI mastery, where AI becomes your true autonomous assistant. And at this level, AI handles complete tasks with minimal supervision. You delegate entire processes rather than individual steps. The AI makes decisions within parameters that you've established, and you manage results rather than micromanaging the process. With tools like ChatGPT's agent mode or Microsoft's Copilot, both of which I recommend that you use, not now if you're a beginner, but as you progress up these levels and it starts to make more sense, you're effectively employing an AI team member who can take initiative, solve problems, and execute complex workflows. And this is where true transformative potential of AI becomes reality in your daily work or daily life. So again, to recap, your journey starts now if you're a beginner. You want to ultimately get to level 5, but start at level 1, curiosity. Progress to level 2, making AI a task helper. Simple stuff. Go to level 3, make AI your creative partner. And then you'll progress to level 4, where it becomes a workflow builder. And then level 5, where it becomes an agent for you to leverage and to work with as a partner, almost like an employee. You can download your free PDF guide that is essentially a recap of this presentation or this podcast in a presentation format. Check the show notes for a printable version of this Gamma presentation. It's going to be your visual reference for the 5 levels of AI mastery. And remember, each level builds on the previous one. Start where you are and progress at your own pace. Thanks for joining me today, and I can't wait to see you on the next episode.